This is about the simplest definition of a pipe I could come up with. It's just important to note the only part at the end. Pipes don't actually change the data in your components, just the way it's presented on screen. Mostly what I want to make sure you're aware of is which pipes are available to you from Angular out of the box. I've broken them out into 3 categories based on their current status. Starting with the 10 most common pipes, these are all currently stable, meaning that you can use them without expecting many, if any, changes as Angular matures. I've included the descriptions for each of these straight from the Angular site, and most of them are pretty straightforward. You can figure out what each does simply from its name. If you'd like to read up more on these, including seeing details and some examples for each, you can use the URL at the bottom of the slide. Just drop the name of the pipe in at the appropriate place. The next category of pipes is those that are tagged as experimental. Both of these are used for localization. You can expect to see some changes to these as they eventually make their way to stable. And finally, 4 pipes that, while not officially deprecated yet, are likely to be soon. Something about the new name they were each given seems to have given that away. They've each already been supplanted by a corresponding pipe from the stable category. The difference between these and their stable cousins is that these require the use of the internationalization APIs, which are not available in all supported browsers and so may require polyfills, whereas the stable ones don't have that requirement. As I said, these aren't officially deprecated yet, but their names have been changed, which is a bit odd, so the writing looks to be on the wall for them. They're still available though, so you've got a little more time to use them if you choose before they disappear. My advice though would be don't start using them now if you're looking to add localization to a project. Use the stable flavors. Just a couple of things to know about pipes. They're chainable, so you can use multiple simultaneously. In this example, we're using the date and uppercase pipes to produce the final output. Second, pipes can accept parameters. In this second example, we pass a format string to the date pipe to control how the date is formatted for display. Pipes can take multiple parameters too. Typically, you separate successive parameters with colons, but sometimes a single parameter is made up of multiple parts, so you need to pass in a specially formatted string. In this case, check the documentation at the URL shown on the bottom of the previous 3 slides for the exact format each pipe expects. And the last thing we'll cover here is the distinction between pure and impure pipes. This is a little more complicated than the first 2, so we have a whole discussion on this later in the course when we talk about performance. For now, just know that most of the out-of-the-box pipes are pure and so have little impact on performance. When building custom pipes, you want to try very hard to keep the pipes pure. Again, we'll go into more detail on what that means in the section of the course on performance.